want the situation to be different. That I agree with you. So it is actually brings out a regret in the present tense. In the previous slide, what we discussed this is a regret in the past tense. How I wish, or I wish I had studied harder at school. This sentence expresses a regret in the past. This sentence expresses a regret in the present tense. That how I wish there were more college books in our library. Please note. Wish plus simple past tense is used to express a situation that in the present tense that you want to be different. Like this statement, I wish I spoke Italian. तो अगर आप ये बोलें कि I wish I spoke Italian, it means कि in the present tense now you regret something, that you are not able to speak Italian, and probably you wish that you were able to speak it. So it's a regret in the present tense. It is expressed by using the simple past tense after a word like wish. I wish I had a big car. ये तो देखो, these are very common expressions. तो आप ये तो नहीं बोलते ना कि I wish I have a big car. Had ही बोलते हैं. So it's a past tense. I wish I had a big car. Or see some more examples. I wish I were on a beach. So they are all past tense references here. I wish it were the weekend. अब तो खैर कोई weekend है ही नहीं. I wish I were on a beach is simple past tense. Actually, you are in office, for example. Aman, please turn off your audio. Aman, your audio is on. So I hope you got it, students.
Yes, sir.
We understood this part. So two different regrets by using past perfect and simple past tense with wish. So therefore, how I wish there were more college books in our library. So it's a regret. ये condition नहीं है, it's a regretful situation, and verb is used in subjunctive. थोड़ा erratic use है verb का, but it tells you that देखो कि अभी तो कुछ है नहीं, but you want things to be different. So it's possible that you can get books in future. ये conditional statement नहीं है, please note. The word doesn't, this sentence doesn't have any conditional word in it. But it expresses a regret, and the regret may change. You never know. Situation may become better. What about this? The manager wanted to know whether the problem was solved. This is reported speech, as I can see. The manager wanted to know something, whether the problem was solved. So was solved is which tense? I think it is simple past tense. The problem was solved. Somebody solved the problem. The simple past tense in passive voice. It's passive voice structure. So the manager wanted to know something, whether problem was solved means उसी time पे he wanted to know. ये तो similar question हो गया what we discussed earlier. So he wanted to know whether something had already been done. So it should have been whether the problem had been solved. Past perfect tense has to be used over here. That at some point in time in the past, the manager wanted to know something. So he wanted to know his action. What did he want to know? कि उससे पहले कुछ हो चुका था या नहीं. So for that, you can't use simple past. The simple past will fall in the same timeline as this action. This action of was solved will fall in the same time frame. It will not make sense. It has to fall before this time frame over here. So therefore, you could have said that the manager wanted to know whether the problem had been solved before this. That will make sense here. Okay. What about this one?
हेलो.
Yes, शशि.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ वांटेड यहाँ पर क्या मतलब वो एक्शन वर्ड कैसे हो गया? वह चाहता है कि कुछ करना, मतलब चाहना क्या हो गया है? एक्शन वर्ड हो गया.
हाँ, एक्शन वर्ड है. The manager wanted.
So here I
past tense हो गया ना, past tense हो गया. I want something.
After economic lifestyle, you were having a number of problems.
ओके
रिपोर्टेड स्पीच है ये। आपका एक चैप्टर है आपकी किताब में, एक चैप्टर है ग्रामर बुक में, उसका
हाँ।
नाम है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच।
ओके ओके ओके।
उसको आप पढ़िएगा। रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में भी टेंसेस जो वर्ब्स होते हैं उनका स्ट्रक्चर कैसे
हाँ
बनता है वो पता चलेगा
हाँ।
आपको। मेरे पास यहाँ
ओके
ज्यादा सेंटेंसेस नहीं है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के, लेकिन आप उसको पढ़ लेना। That's also, तो
ठीक
ये
है
वहीं
सर।
से है, इट इज रिपोर्टेड स्पीच।
ओके।
अगर मैं आपको डायरेक्टली पूछूं, ये इनडायरेक्ट वॉइस, इफ आई आस्क समथिंग दैट हैज दिस प्रॉब्लम बीन सॉल्व्ड, मैंने आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछा, तो आप किसी को बताना चाहते हो कि मैंने क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है, तब वो इस तरह से सेंटेंस बनेगी। तो आप किसी और को
ओके।
जाके बोलेंगे द मैनेजर वांटेड टू नो वेदर द प्रॉब्लम हैड बीन सॉल्व्ड।
सॉल्व।
हैड बीन सॉल्व्ड, प्लीज नोट।
ओके। थैंक यू।
ये है ना, ये द आंसर इज दिस ओवर हियर, had been solved. This should be it.
ओके।
You have to use the past perfect. Passive voice में past perfect है ये. So you, if students feel confused with the verb tense structures, it's a very simple thing. You have to repeatedly make sentences with those type of sentences. आप grammar book लीजिए, N.K. अग्रवाला की grammar book है या Wren and Martin है, उसमें सारे tenses दिए हैं, detailed में दिए हैं, in the sense you will find more examples. तो आप उन एग्जाम्पल्स को बार बार पढ़ के अपनी लाइफ में इनको पढ़िए और यूज कीजिए इन टेंसेस को, यू विल बी एबल टू रिमेंबर देम। देन यू हैव टू स्टार्ट यूजिंग दीस स्ट्रक्चर्स इन योर रियल लाइफ टू एक्चुअली, बिकॉज इट्स अ लैंग्वेज, it's a language. If you can relate it to your life, then you'll be able to remember them better. Now in this sentence, the problem is this verb were over here. If I'm using a verb like were, that the horse and the carriage were ready, so I'm considering this as two things, but actually it is a one thing only. Na, the horse carriage is one thing, so we'll consider it singular, and it has to be changed to was, because horse and the carriage is actually one structure, with the horse in front and the carriage at the back. You have the horse over here, you know the structure, the horse carriage, the horse carriage. So obviously it has to be, it is a one structure. Please note, the horse and the carriage was ready. So though I'm saying the horse and the carriage, the reference is to only one thing. And even this the seems redundant to me. The horse and carriage was ready. See this now, the his power and influence, all these underlined words over here in these examples, though there are two nouns over here, but the meaning, the idea coming out from all of them is only one. So his power and influence is on the rise, or I can say the law and order in the city is under control, या फिर आप बोलें कि पीस एंड प्रॉस्पेरिटी इज द नीड ऑफ द डे। तो यहाँ पे आर नहीं लग सकते कि पीस एंड प्रॉस्पेरिटी आर द नीड ऑफ द डे, alright, it will not make sense, or are the needs, so they will not be taken separately, क्योंकि आइडिया एक ही है। करी एंड राइस इज अ डिश, पीस एंड प्रॉस्पेरिटी आर वेरी क्लोज। जब पीसफुल सिचुएशन होगी तो प्रॉस्पेरिटी भी आएगी, और अगर पीसफुल नहीं है तो प्रॉस्पेरिटी भी नहीं आ सकती है। जैसे आजकल उधर कितनी लड़ाई हो रही है पैलेस्टाइन में, बिटवीन इजराइल एंड हमास, द काइंड, वहां पे कभी पीस आ सकता है? नहीं। इसी तरह से कश्मीर में इतनी लड़ाई चल रही है, वहां पे अभी तो नहीं चल रही है, बट वैसे तो कन्वेंशनल वॉरफेयर वाज नेवर देयर, बट दैट इज वन प्लेस वेयर so much can happen for the people and they can really prosper, but because of some political mismanagement on part of both the countries, and at the time of independence that place is not come up so well, and तो पीस है, तो जैसे पीस आता है प्रॉस्पेरिटी ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाती है, लाइक दैट। इसीलिए आइडिया एक ही है, दैट्स द पॉइंट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू से। सिमिलरली लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इज वन आइडिया, पावर एंड इन्फ्लुएंस, अगर पावर होगी तो इन्फ्लुएंस भी होगा। तो ये these are ideas, that concepts that you that can be used in tandem and for making a reference to one thing like this. So this sentence is also on similar lines. What is the subject of are over here? Yahan pe there is this verb are. What are very important for you? What is the subject of are? Yes, please. Aviral, that is spot on. Knowledge is the subject of R. That's absolutely correct. Knowledge. What kind of knowledge? This is the noun and this is the adjective. So a thorough knowledge of something. So basically I'm trying to say a thorough knowledge is very important for you to do this course well. So kiski knowledge? Of mathematics. So the word knowledge is explained further by the phrase of mathematics. तो अगर यही मेरा सब्जेक्ट है तो यहाँ आर तो नहीं आ सकता, इज आना चाहिए. A thorough knowledge is very important, isn't it? लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स ये सोचेंगे यहाँ पे as well as भी है, as well as English, तो सोचेंगे this is additional subject. So or this is making this two kinds of knowledge, इसलिए यहाँ पे आ जाना चाहिए, which is a wrong understanding. There are 2 points over here. Even if I say a thorough knowledge of mathematics and science, मान लीजिए मैं बोलती हूँ a thorough knowledge of mathematics and science, तो चाहे mathematics and science हो, knowledge तो knowledge ही रहेगी ना. Subject अगर knowledge है तो you can't have R over here, it has to be is only. In any case, there are certain phrases that add only additional subjects. तो इसके बाद जो noun आता है वो तो add होता ही नहीं है in the subject. You don't add it to this. It is not added. But if you have an and, it can be added. पर इस केस में तो and लगा के भी knowledge के साथ में easy आता है. But I think I have some more examples here. जैसे देखिए this example here, the captain and the members of the team. So here the subject is plural क्योंकि and है. Both will be considered. Captain will be considered. Members will be considered. That is why I have a have here, have protested. I'll not have an has over here. गलत हो जाएगा. लेकिन आप देखिए इसके ऊपर क्या लिखा है, he as well as his friends. तो यहाँ पे who has made a suggestion, he has is supposed to match with what? You need to understand that. So it is supposed to match with the first noun that has come here, noun 1. As well as his friends is only additional subject. It is not supposed to make the subject plural. कि भाई he की भी बात हो रही है, friends की भी बात हो रही है, तो यहाँ तो have आना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं होगा. ऐसा इसलिए नहीं होगा क्योंकि यहाँ as well as है. अगर and होता तो फिर भी समझ में आता कि हो सकता है. As well as के साथ नहीं होगा. It will not take place even with an expression like together with or in addition to. इनके साथ भी नहीं होगा क्योंकि ये सब एडिशनल नाउन्स लगाते हैं बट वो वर्ब के साथ मैच नहीं करता है. सो is when I write it is matches with President of India and not with this. When I put were over here, it is supposed to match with the coach. Please note, it is supposed to match with coach. तो इसलिए गलत है. यहाँ पे क्या होना चाहिए, was होना चाहिए. The coach was attending the session. आपका main sentence यही है. In addition to the students is extra information, which is not supposed to be taken into account for matching with the verb. I hope it is clear, students. I think we had done this earlier also in your class on knowledge. Knowledge I'm saying in your class on nouns, etc. Then what about this sentence? Did anyone raise an objection? Is this even correct? This is totally wrong. Raise is not the verb, it should have been raise. Clearly, raise takes an object. Raise has to come here. Like raise raise. Actually, the difference between these two verbs is that one is the form that you see before you and the other is usage. Rise does not take any object after it. So we simply say the sun rises, or you can say the crops rise in the fields. Rise मतलब grow करना, इस sense में grow करना. तो rise के बाद you don't have any object after this. But a verb like raise takes an object after it, please note. So you can have sentences like the sun rises in the east. तो पता है sun doesn't rise, but still I'm making a sentence here. We rise in the morning, we rise early in the morning. So you can see over here that after the verb rise, एक time frame है when this thing happens. So this is an adverbial phrase. It tells you कौन सा action कब हो रहा है. लेकिन ये noun नहीं है, please note. So that means a verb like rise is not transitive. It does not take any object after it. But a verb like raise takes an object after it. So when I say, did anyone raise an objection? So clearly, what did he raise? What did he raise? Objection. So how do I use raise? Can you give some examples? What do you raise? What can anybody raise? What is that, Varun? Rise of an empire. You can say rise and an empire rises. Rise of an empire है ना, तो I have of after rise of an empire. So it is the word. Can you say rise empire? What I was trying to tell you all that I directly cannot have a noun after a verb like rise. इसलिए वो intransitive है. But the verb raise needs a noun after it. So the moment I say raise, तो आप कुछ भी raise कर सकते हैं. You can raise children. You can parents raise children, that is. Then you can raise your hand. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, teachers raise your hand, school में बोलते हैं. Then you can raise your standards. हाँ, ये विशाल ने भी लिखा है. You can raise a complaint, that's correct. You can raise your standards. You can raise some money. So therefore, raise will take an object after it. That is why here, raise an objection should have been raised. What about this one? Where are the verbs here? Just see the verbs. There are a lot of verbs over here. Yes, anybody? She knew that her end was near and laid on her deathbed praying to the Almighty. So I can see that there are three finite verbs over here. Knew, was and laid. Praying is a non-finite verb. Please note, it doesn't show any tense because before it, I don't have any auxiliary before it. If I say I am praying, then it becomes finite. It shows tense. लेकिन praying अकेले अपने आप में doesn't show tense. We'll study this when we do non-finites. So she knew that her end was near and lay on her deathbed praying to the Almighty. Please note, laid is wrong usage because we are talking about the fact that she was on the bed. So when you say lie down on the bed, like the doctor says lie down on the bed, so it is the past tense of that lie. It is this to lie on the bed or lie on the couch. Past tense is lay, present perfect is lain. So what do you say that to lie on the bed? Yesterday he lay on the bed and she lay on her deathbed. So this should have been used. And if somebody has been on the bed all morning, so I can say, well, he has lain on the bed. He has lain on the couch all morning watching TV. Got it? Like this. So there are some other forms also. If the first form of the verb is lay, this is transitive. Please note, this is transitive word. This is non-transitive. Lie doesn't take any object after it, but lay takes it. Like the hen lays eggs. The hen lays eggs. Or you can lay the table. You know, sometimes your mother may tell you, lay the table, put the plate, crockery, cutlery on the table. No, this is not simple past tense, it is present tense, but the meaning is different. If I say lay this on the table, ले का मतलब होता है ऐसे पुट करना, और लाई का मतलब होता है खुद लेट जाना। दोनों में बहुत फर्क है। And this is a super confusion for students, very commonly asked on exams also, lie and lay. The difference is commonly asked. It can be asked, हमने बहुत देखा exams में आ जाता है commonly. So we have got to very clearly know इन दोनों का meaning क्या है. So it is a transitive verb, it takes object after it. There will be an object after it, definitely. So you can lay the cutlery on the table. You can lay the jug on the table. You can lay the mats on the table. The hen lays eggs. लेकिन यहाँ पे आप ये नहीं बोल सकते ना that she laid on her deathbed. It makes no sense. So, because laid means to, for example, if I say the hen laid eggs, or if I say I laid the crockery on the table for the party yesterday, so इसका past tense will be laid. So confusion happens over here like this. Do you get this? The student gets confused in the different forms of the different words. I hope it is clear. Of course, the third one is lie, to tell a lie. Lie, lied and lied. But आप ये नहीं कह सकते he lied on the bed. वो गलत होगा. The past tense of lie is lay. He lay on the bed. That means yesterday, for example. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let's see some more. So this should be a lay over here. Past tense of lie down, that is. Okay, this example is also similar to what we have been doing. When I entered the house, I found that everything was stolen. When I entered the house, I found that everything. So you can see the actions. What happened when I entered the house and I found something. These are simultaneous actions. But when I say I found that everything was stolen, that means somebody stole everything. So simple past tense में how can I have that all these three actions have happened at the same time? ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना कि ये तीनों actions एक साथ हुए हैं. This can happen at the same time. Entered and found. I entered the house, found. Simultaneous. लेकिन ये action उससे पहले हो चुका था. It was over. This action was over. If action was over, so it should be past perfect tense. So should have been, had been stolen. Steal, stole, stolen. So how's the past perfect made? Somebody had stolen something. That's how you do it. But the problem is with voice. In active voice, I can say X stole Y. This is the simple past tense, please note. And this is past perfect. These two tenses over here. X stole Y. But if I have to make it passive voice, sorry, just a moment. Sorry. This is simple past like this. So when I was telling you earlier, recognition of verb structure is so important. Was stolen, आपको पता होना चाहिए that this is simple past. So, but it is passive voice. Please note. So X stole Y. Somebody stole something. ठीक है, किसी ने कुछ steal किया. Somebody stole something. It is a simple past. Sorry, what have I done here? I've made. I think ये गलती लिख दिया मैंने. I had written it correctly only last time. This is simple past. Sorry. And this is past perfect. Both these structures. So X stole Y, but when I make Y the subject, so Y was stolen by X. So let us say the man stole my, you can say the man stole the car. The car was stolen by the man. So was stolen is also simple past tense. यही लिखा है यहाँ पर ऊपर, was stolen. But it is in passive voice. Please note. The voice is passive. If I say that somebody had, now we have to see this sentence and see कि यहाँ पे past perfect आएगा. So past perfect passive voice में will be like this. That somebody had, that X had stolen Y. So how will I say the man had stolen my car? So what will I say? My car, that is Y, had been stolen by the man. So had been stolen then becomes past perfect in the passive voice. So it should have been had been stolen over here. That would have made it a past perfect tense. Yes, I hope we got the students. Any doubts here? Yes, doubt तो एक ही होगा कि ये सब tenses कैसे बन रहे हैं. The biggest doubt is to remember the tenses and their patterns, I think. Yes, please.
हम यहाँ पे had been stolen की यूज किया, हम had stolen क्यों नहीं यूज किया?
Had stolen कैसे आएगा? क्योंकि यहाँ everything है ना. This is the object. आप कह सकते हो everything had stolen. भाई everything तो वो चीज है ना जिसकी चोरी हुई है, जिसने खुद चोरी की है. अगर उसका नाम यहाँ होता, then I would have said, when I entered the I found that my servant had stolen everything. अगर मैं यहाँ लिखती my servant had stolen everything, तब ठीक था. It would have been totally fine because then I would have made the sentence in the active voice. यहाँ पे subject को you would have kept the subject over here. My servant had stolen everything. बिल्कुल ठीक होता, फिर कोई problem नहीं है. But because it is in passive voice, जो जिस चीज की चोरी हुई है उसका reference पहले आया है. So there will be a change in the it will become passive voice then. That is why it will be had been stolen. I hope it's understood.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Then in these structures, please see, in both these sentences, there is a verb told. Now, told as a verb always takes an object after it. Please note. You never say that she told that or the teacher told that. Because immediately after told, the focus has become is now on what is being told. But to whom somebody has said something that is missing over here. So the object is missing. This is what is wrong with both these sentences. I have to put an object after it. Told that नहीं हो सकता है. Said that हो सकता है. He said that. But told अगर आया तो आप या तो उसके बाद में कोई pronoun या noun होना चाहिए. Something should be there. She told me or she told us. Something like that. Okay. So, like if you see these sentences, all these are verbs like enjoy, find, took. So immediately after them, there is a noun and they are all objects. Please note. What did you enjoy? We enjoyed the film. What can't you find? The name. What did Suzanne took or take? She took the keys. So all these verbs like enjoy, find and take, they have taken an object after it. अगर आप हटा दें यहाँ से, sentence will not make sense. Suzanne took, I can't find, did you enjoy? Automatically आपको दिमाग में आएगा कि इसके बाद एक object तो होना चाहिए. So told also ideally should take an object after it. So we can have something like us, me or them, या कुछ भी और, like she told a person or she told Mohit or whatever. And then that she was busy and could not meet anyone that day. Right. So it's a rule. Similarly, in this sentence, the students were happy when the principal promised a holiday. Now, sometimes a word can take, can take two objects after that. So the students were happy when the principal promised a holiday or promised them a holiday. To whom it was promised, that is missing over here. That's why it's an incomplete sentence. So all these sentences bring out the concept of objects after the verb. This you can see these are the objects. But sometimes a verb can take more than one object. So the students were happy when the principal promised them a holiday. Yes, a verb like promise should have ideally taken a reference to the students to whom the promise was made. Then it becomes standard usage. Because there is some incompleteness here when you say the students were happy when the principal promised a holiday. But to whom? It was promised to them. That's how. Achha, this is a sentence which is on conditions. Can anybody point it out? How can we correct this? Varun, it can be that promised a holiday to them, though it will be shorter if you say he promised them a holiday. Direct, it can come as a direct object after promised. I promised him, I promised her. I promised that I would do something. I promised her that I would make the payment soon. So it is better if you place it after promised, Varun. That's how I'd like to say it. Yes, Anshu, Viral, Varun, that seems to be the correct answer. This is an if condition. Would have stayed, you would remember is in which condition? This is, I think, the closed condition. So यहाँ पे let, which is simple past tense, we should have had past perfect. If her mother had let her, she would have stayed longer. This closed condition, so I should have had a past perfect in the if clause. Please note. This is called balancing of the verb structures in conditionals, and थोड़ा सा आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. You'll have to just sit down and see, but it's quite interesting. And I do tell students it's more like mathematics. If you have interest, you'll be able to understand it also. And I'm trying my best to keep it as simple as possible. What about this one? Mathur feels that if his father allowed him to go to school, if his father allowed him, simple past, his fate would have been different. This is a different structure. So what do you think it should be? Would have been किसके साथ में आता है? Close condition में आता है. So this should have been if his father had allowed him. Past perfect होना चाहिए था यहाँ पे. The same pattern on top should have been here. Because you can see that the pattern in the other clause is would plus have plus third form of the verb. This one and this one. So with that, we have the past perfect in the other clause. So it should have been had allowed. In the olden days, people were living in small caves on the mountainside. Now we have this tense structure over here, were living in small caves on the mountainside. People were living. So what is the meaning of this sentence? Is the meaning that generally the people used to live in the caves? Or is the meaning that at some point in time, किसी एक टाइम में वो कहीं पे रह रहे थे, कभी कुछ ऐसा हुआ तो? Yes, Chanchal, that is quite correct. It's a habitual action in the past. So it is not that कि किसी particular time पे ऐसा हो रहा था. So if it is a habitual action in the past, then you will simply say in the olden days people lived. Yes, there is a word olden, Varun. Here it is used as an adjective. Yeah, it is not used as an adjective to describe somebody. Like it can be used only before a noun. That's it. Olden days. ठीक है, वो that usage is correct. But however, I can say that people were living in small caves when there was a flood in that country. तो उस टाइम पे जब फ्लड आया तब लोग केव्स में रह रहे थे, तो शायद वो टेम्पररी था. इन दैट सिचुएशन आई कुड हैव हैड अ वर लिविंग हियर, बट आई कांट मेक आउट फ्रॉम द सेंटेंस कि कुछ ऐसा टेम्पररी था. जैसे आजकल हम कह सकते हैं कि भाई वी आर लिविंग इंडोर्स नाउडेज. इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं है ना कि हम हमेशा इंडोर रहते थे या रहते रहेंगे फ्यूचर में. ये आजकल लॉकडाउन लगा हुआ है, सबको बोल रखा है घर में रहिए आप लोग, तो फिर हम कह सकते हैं कि पीपल आर स्टेइंग और लिविंग इंडोर्स नाउडेज. टेम्पररी है. That is why in this sentence it's not correct. We should have simply said people lived. Simple past tense is used to talk about past regular habits and actions. Just a second. Like this one, like I played tennis in college. This is very clear that this is talks about habitual action in the past. But if I say I played tennis in college today, that means फिर तो आज की बात हो रही है. That's a different thing. Otherwise, if you simply don't give a time frame reference, it simply means it was a regular habit in past. So what is wrong with this sentence, or is it okay? What is the meaning of the sentence? Accordingly, you can check the tenses. While I was in Mumbai, I was playing golf every week. तो अगर ये habit है तो was playing गलत होना चाहिए. हाँ, that's correct, Madhur. You can't have was playing over here. I played golf every week. हाँ, used to भी आ सकता है. You can say used to also. Please note the second sentence here, which says I was playing golf at the club when Ron came to meet me. This is one instance. ये एक time की बात हो रही है. Habit की बात नहीं हो रही है. That is why over here was playing is correct in the second sentence, because I'm talking about only one action. I'm talking about one action, one instance, or let us say one day activity over here. So it's okay. Otherwise, that's how you correct it. While I was in Mumbai, I played golf every week. That gives the habitual action. So what about this?